quite weird, isn't it? Normally you're getting out of the water when there's sharks. We're getting in, or Parker is.
It would take me $1 million to jump in right now.
It's such a nice place, do you know what I mean?
No, it looks sharky.
Alright, Parker, so I've got a little jar we'll take down there because I'm quite fascinated by the gold history in this area. So if you can fill this up down there, the most likely area, because all this valley was mined for gold. No one's ever looked here, and largely that's because it's the ocean, and perhaps it's because of the sharks.
Rock and roll. You good? Yeah. Alright, Parker, we'll just sit here for a second, just get our orientation. That's that gravel bed we ultimately want to get to down here. The gold will be deeper down. Gotcha. Alright, Parker, help me do the sample, okay? Alright. Just remember, keep an eye at your back every now and then. Are you getting some dirt? We're a long ways from the mine site now. Oh, there's a shark, Parker. Over to our left. Holy There's a shark above us. Right above us. Look at that, Parker.
Is that a great white shark?
Holy
There it is, right there, right in front of him, right bang next to him.
Alright, let's get out of here before one of us gets bit.
There's a hell of a lot of snow up here, huh? It's the temp -16. This is why we mine in the summertime.
Last season, Parker Schnabel weighed in $15 million of gold, a single season record for the 27-year-old miner.
We had a good season, but we're trying to expand into Alaska. We have the opportunity to take 10 years of really good learning experiences and apply that to an operation totally from scratch.
9 years ago, Parker left his grandpa's mine in Alaska to strike it big in the Yukon.
I look upon you like the eagle when he flaps his wings and flies out of the nest.
And since then, has mined nearly 50,000 ounces of gold, worth almost $70 million.
3,362.
Thank you.
Now, to grow his empire, he's going back home.
Alaska has a ton of really rich mining history, really good ground. That's 100 ounces. Like advance payment.
If you don't show up next year and you're not mining, that's mine.
Located just outside Fairbanks, this historic gold-rich land could make Parker $11 million in a single season.
Alaska really excites me, but we don't have much time to get this all set up.
Parker has just 4 months to boot up an entire operation and be mining in the spring.
We need pumps, generators, light towers, backup pumps, backup generators, and we need to find a wash plant.
To help him,
Yeah, cool.
Parker has asked along Danny Etheridge.
Meeting by the gold pan, he said. Nice touch. Pretty sure that the point of putting me next to a massive gold pan is to accentuate my size.
For 3 off-seasons, Danny has been by Parker's side, documenting every adventure.
Watch out!
Danny's been trying to kill me for years.
These are the 2 largest nuggets I have ever found.
Shut up!
Dan he's one of my best friends. It's important to have people around you that you like to work with. And it'll be good to have Danny along and, figure out how we're gonna solve some big mining problems.
I'm pumped. And the best thing about... Oh my...
You make this normal-sized gold pan look huge.
Skip the out of me, man. Oh my...
Dude, look at you.
I know, mate. I'm freezing. What about 27 layers on?
Ready to rock?
Ready to rock. What is going on?
I'm starting another operation up in Alaska next summer.
Amazing.
So we need to get a bunch of equipment and wash plant and all that stuff. And like the big key pieces, I want to get a big jump on.
How much will it cost to set up an operation there in Alaska?
$5 million?
What? You serious? Me?
Doesn't actually buy you very much in the steel world. You know, prices have gone crazy.
Within Parker's $5 million Alaska startup budget, he set aside $1 million for the most important piece of equipment.
In terms of like building a new operation and what our goal is this winter, is like we need to find a wash plant first and foremost. And that's, you know, that's the basis that everything else is built around.
What's the plan? Do you know where we're going?
There's a trommel for sale up here.
Oh, wicked.
Both our wash plants in the Yukon are screen decks, but trommels can run any type of material. And we run into, even on the Indian River, sometimes, not too often, but sometimes we'll run into like clay and whatnot. That's why Tony Beats runs trommels on Paradise Hill. The stuff in Fairbanks is pretty clean, but it's like tons of clay in it, and you have to run that in a trommel and beat it up and really, you know, massage it. This is the place.
There.
All right, let's go look at this.
Let's have a look.
This 15-year-old turnkey trommel has a list price of $66,000, well within Parker's $1 million wash plant budget.
I mean, it doesn't look in that bad, Nick.
From a design standpoint, they're like, you know, very portable, easy to move around. It's on wheels. That's a good idea. The problem with this is it's just too small. Like this is a, you know, 50 or 60 yard an hour wash plant. But if you had like a supersized version of this, I could see something like that working. All right, I'm calling the guy that owns this thing and gonna talk to him. Hey, Pete.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
I'm standing next to your trommel.
What do you think?
A little small for our setups.
It is a small trommel.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely, I mean, it fits the bill in terms of being super portable and compact, but, you know, what is...
At a property I have out in a place called Barkerville, which is in the Caribou Mountains.
Can we get to it?
You better have your winter woolies because it's quite a journey to go see this thing.
He says dress warm for the next place we're going. The guy that's with me is definitely dressed warm. He's got about 8 puffy coats on.
I think the weather forecast is minus 25, so it's not too bad. You know, but definitely frostbite material.
All right. We'll head that way.
Come on up.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Yeah, see you soon. All right.
What are you smiling at?
He's got another bigger trommel.
Right.
And he said we can get to it, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. So, like, dress warm. So we'll see. Hopefully the next one's in, like, good shape and is something that we want. All right, let's get the out of here.
Parker and Danny head 50 miles to the remote mining outpost of Barkerville.
Oh, here we go. Is that him?
Yeah, that's Pete.
Sweet.
Hey, Pete.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Mining gold since the age of 12, Pete Wright has 40 years' experience in the industry.
I've heard lots about you. I'm excited to find out. I feel like it's a bit shrouded in mystery, this trip. What's going on?
Yeah, well, we're talking about trommels, man.
Yeah, and you used to mine around here, right?
Well, yeah, I was here for almost 15 years mining. I came down from the Yukon.
Gotcha.
And started an operation down here.
So where is this trommel at?
The one that we're going to look at is the big monster barrel.
Sweet.
You know, the big ones you can build. So.
Right, sweet. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Can we drive there?
Yeah, we can drive there, but it's middle of winter, man.
On a snow machine?
Yeah. So they're all tiny little mining roads, and the only way to get on them is these.
Gotcha.
So,
when's the last time you were on a snow machine, Dan?
I was on one about 6 years ago.
Dan, you cool with this?
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, there you go. I'm rubbing off on you.
sounds like Parker's got a bit more experience.
All right. I'm good.
Danny, what is it?
Huh? It's my, no, it's my, they're just my snoot. I haven't got my snoot, so it's just my pants.
That's a pair of underwear.
It's fine. I haven't worn them. It's just it's one leg of my pants. It's made of the same material as a neckerchief anyways. It's fine. All right. What? It's fine. It's all just like, it's all made of the same stuff.
Which one of these am I running?
Well, I'm thinking of putting you on something else.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about riding a snow bike?
Oh, yeah.
A snow bike?
Oh, yeah. Pete, you're my hero.
Yeah, this thing is...
Oh, my.
Made from a converted motocross bike, the 55 horsepower engine has a top speed of 87 miles per hour.
The state of the art, man.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. All right, we're going to have some fun today.
Here we go! Woo-ha! Come on!
From the historic mining town of Barkerville, Parker and Danny travel 64 miles on a backcountry adventure to check out a trommel for sale in the Caribou Mountains, where gold was first discovered in the late 1850s. And since then, the region has produced nearly $50 million worth of the metal. After 4 hours in freezing temperatures, they reach the trommel.
Oh, yeah.
Monster.
Oh, my.
Holy cow. It's huge.
That's it. It is 40 feet long by 6.5 foot diameter, I think.
It's a monster.
Parker is checking out a huge trommel to give him a jump on his mining season.
I put an extra spray bar in it, the 6-inch, you see. Had one, and then I lined it with excavator pads. If you look up in the very front, she's a big yardage machine.
Right.
With a price tag of $225,000, Pete's custom-built trommel can chew through 150 yards of clay pay dirt an hour. Recycled excavator pads in the trommel break apart the gold-laden clay. High-pressure spray bars wash the rocks clean, releasing the gold concentrate where it is caught in the sluices below.
Chain drive?
Yeah, so those are the sluice boxes that I built there. Boiler boxes.
You could live in this thing. Everything is oversized, isn't it? It's like, I feel like I'm in, remember that show Land of the Giants?
Oh, yeah. It was originally a propane drum,
Yeah.
like 3/4 to an inch thick. We can go up the ladder and walk along the top if you want to look at the barrel.
Where are you going?
I'm crawling right up in here. Just be careful walking on the top here. I'll break a little trail up. Because there's a space right here, right between the spray bar.
Like, footprint is huge, right?
It's a monster.
These holes are just cut with, like, a torch, huh?
Yeah, so the guy, he's in pretty coarse ground here. So you just change it with whatever size of ground you're in. So if your holes are too big, just put another little tab over top of them.
So, and then it's got this whole, like...
Oh, man.
Whoa! What the
Parker, are you okay?
hell, mate? What the
You okay, buddy? Oh, it's so friggin' slick.
I know how to walk on circular thing? No. Mate. Oh,
It's gonna be a cold ride home.
you're right.
I'm just cold.
Oh, mate.
I'm glad there wasn't a big rock there.
That's not the thing you want to be falling off. You could have smashed yourself on that.
Yeah, glad I missed that.
You alright?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I just like mega brain freeze.
Oh, mate.
No, I'm totally fine, but it's just like my head just froze. My brain stopped, I think.
Right, I can see that.
Anyways, this is the size we need, but this is not the trommel we're looking
Really?
for. Yeah.
Why?
For us, the amount of hours we run, you need something that's really easy to work on.
Yeah.
And like the inside, the barrel of this is all custom. And I think you'd have a hard time, like, it'd be a full-time job for somebody maintaining it. A welder would spend half the season on this wash plant, probably, if you were running it 24/7. Reduce maintenance, reduce downtime to plant moves. Two big things for us, so not our wash plant.
Barkerville a bust. Parker and Danny head 450 miles south to Vancouver Island.
Where are we going?
Visiting Jeff at Macon, who builds wash plants. He's an awesome dude. They have a ton of ideas. They've seen everything. They've just like been living in the wash plant trenches. I think he moved there right after they built Lucifer for us.
6 years ago, Macon built Parker's bespoke shaker deck, Lucifer.
Holy cow.
Yukon operation.
Hey, Jeff.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. This is Dan.
Jeff.
Hey, Dan.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Thanks for meeting us.
Yeah, no worries.
I just was hoping to have a chat with you about plants.
Yep.
And we're looking at buying another plants, and we've been looking at a few of them, but you know how it is, trying to find something used that will work for,
Yeah.
that will work for what we need.
Something will work for your ground.
Right.
Good stuff. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this.
We got a 400 over here.
Right.
It's a baby Lucifer.
Baby's Lucifer.
It's like Lucifer's had beautiful children with another wash plant. If only you'd have chosen a trommel to procreate with, then we might have our machine.
I see the hoses. There's going to be hydraulics going
Nope,
somewhere.
those are for coming off the self-cleaning filter.
So there's a filter inside of there.
It's a screen that the water passes over. It's cleaning.
It keeps itself clean and gives you
Yes.
water. Yeah, it would be nice to see more plants. This is the wrong time of year
It's
to
the
be
wrong
looking
time
at
of
wash
year.
plants, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a couple plants where they're not for sale. We don't have a lot here, but obviously the right time of year, you should be mining, not here.
Right, exactly. And that's always been the problem that Danny and I are always like trying to figure out is it's the middle of winter and it's a tough thing to be looking at ground or looking at wash plants or seeing mining operations when it's, right now it's minus 40 and dog. It's just tough for me because this is my way of looking at things.
For sure.
It's like on the ground crawling around wash plants.
Yeah.
This has been since I was a little kid. A lot of these actual designs, they're from New Zealand, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them stem from New Zealand for sure.
I mean, if we're serious about looking at a bunch of different wash plants, then we should just go to New Zealand.
To New Zealand?
It's probably the only place in the world right now that has a bunch of them running.
Right time to be down there.
New Zealand, world leaders in wash plant design, where over 1,200 tons of gold has been unearthed.
The most efficient operators making money on the leanest ground has always been New Zealanders. It's always been Kiwis.
And they mine 12 months of the year.
There's a huge history of mining, and for me, this may be the college class on efficient placer mining, just making this trip. Mining seasons are short, but off seasons are short as well. And we don't have much time to get this all set up and start an entire new mining operation. I have a lot riding on this ground in Fairbanks. Like, we need to start mining and getting gold out of the ground, and that means having a wash plant. Gotta go to New Zealand. We're one plane trip away from having the adventure of our lives. We'll get the gang back together.
I honestly can't believe that we're sat here right now, man. This is ridiculous.
In any business, the most efficient survive, and the ones that are looking at the most opportunities survive, right? And that means learning from the best of the best, which are Kiwis.
From Vancouver, Parker has traveled over 7,000 miles to New Zealand, home to some of the most innovative gold miners in the world.
Coming to New Zealand and being able to, see new technology is going to be really cool. I think the big risk here is that we just don't have a lot of time. I'm in the middle of planning all of our Yukon mining operation, the startup of an Alaskan operation, and I'm hoping that it's worth it, right? Like, this could just snowball into giving us a late start for the season and not being prepared. So we definitely just need to stay focused on what the mission is. Fairbanks is going to be full of a whole lot of surprises, lots of clay, lots of very difficult to recover gold, and we need a wash plant that can deal with all of that, be high production, and be portable. It's a huge challenge. Get this party started.
And there is old man in Amsterdam. Come on, man, let's go see him. Let's do it. Mate, look at him. Doesn't he look lonely? Jeff!
Wash plant guru Jeff Turnell joins the team on their mission to find the best turnkey plant in the country.
How's it going?
Good.
Hello, bud.
I've always kind of been in the mining industry since I was 17, dealing with wash plants. When he called me to go on this trip, it was definitely out of the blue, and I was pretty excited. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Awesome. The most exciting thing for me right now is I haven't had a lot of time to do traveling, and so to be on a work trip and work with Parker, I mean, it's pretty cool. This is definitely the furthest I've ever traveled and the biggest trip I've ever been on.
Where's Tyler?
I'm very excited. A bit nervous about a new team member coming on. I'm sure it'll be fun.
The fourth and final member of the team is Aussie gold miner Tyler Money. 2 years ago, she proved her worth when she guided Parker on a prospecting trip down under.
So this is where the Welcome Stranger nugget was found. So that was the biggest nugget in the world.
That's nuts.
It's cool, hey? I'm shaking. That's a nice nugget.
For real?
Yeah. Not bad, hey?
Tyler and I have actually a really solid relationship, super good friends. I trust her totally.
My role has changed a lot. I'm going to be helping Park with contacts, getting him onto mine sites, finding wash plants that are for sale, but I'm definitely a lot more out of my comfort zone this time.
For the 7-week journey, Tyler sourced a 400 horsepower Toyota M2 Overland. With a 4.2 liter engine, 37-inch mud tires, it will be perfect for New Zealand's rough terrain.
Oh, yes, Tyler. Oh, where did you get this from?
Nice
Hello,
rig.
nice to meet you,
nice
Jeff.
to meet you.
Thank you. Hello.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hello, give me a hug.
I like you even more now you brought that. Beautiful.
How was that to drive down?
Yeah, it's a beast. You can definitely feel the power of the vehicle.
Oh, my. Look at this.
Got any beer in
Is that a fridge? It's not. Have you filled up with beer?
I should have.
Oh, Tyler.
There's nothing in it.
That was a rookie error.
You hit a perfect 10.
This is sick. Pretty cool.
Think that thing's gonna go anywhere?
Who's driving?
Parker?
You know I don't drive.
Don't know why I bothered asking that.
Steering wheel's on the wrong side for me.
Jeff, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'm obviously.
Yeah, you've got an easy out.
Oh, yeah.
Should we have a drive off?
We could do that. Let's have a drive off.
And the winner drives.
A drive off?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening here?
You and I are the judges, and we make the decision, right? Have you ever driven on the other side of the road?
Never. This is gonna be super confusing.
Here you go. I got
Jeff's
shotgun.
up first then.
Me. All right.
Come on, let's go. Back. If I'm saying it's small in the back, it's tiny. I'm just excited about starting the trip.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yes, like butter. Come on.
I mean, being able to drive on the beach is one thing, you know. Are you going to be able to drive on the wrong side of the road is the other thing.
I'm not being funny, guys. I don't know if I can do 2 months of this.
2 months of what?
This is bumpy. All the roads like this in New Zealand.
Oh, you should see where we're going. There's a reason we've got this car.
To kickstart their trail around New Zealand, they must take a coastal off-road track and tackle the Devil's Gate.
Oh my, there it is.
That actually looks a bit...
Daddy, the closer I get to that, that's steep.
That's what we're going over?
Yeah.
That looks freaking insane. Seriously?
Are you gonna be right?
I don't know. You guys ready?
Go on, Jeff. Into the deep end, mate.
Oh, we are low.
Meaty.
Extreme driving hazards. Help! Oh my... Help! Oh my... I snapped the lens off my camera.
That's not good at all.
That is not good.
Oh my...
That's really not good.
That's really not good.
Have you ever done that before?
No! Of course I haven't done that in my entire career. I've never done that before. I mean, the thing is, it's not like, it's not popped off, it's snapped off.
Full reaction as well. Coming down.
What happened?
I snapped it.
And that's awesome. That made my week.
In 20 years of operating a camera, I've never actually snapped one off. So that happened.
I can't believe that's happened.
But no, I've got another one. My last one for the next couple of months. Tyler, you're on.
Now, it's Tyler's turn to take the wheel.
You guys ready?
Let's do this.
All right, come on in, Tyler. You started it well.
At least I can do that.
Handbrake off.
I've done that, Danny. Thank you.
Got plenty of fuel.
Check.
Tyler.
It's such a beast. Do you guys feel safe?
Oh yeah.
No.
Parker, why are you looking so scared?
Why are you driving like a psycho?
I'm just driving.
No, you weren't. You're headed straight for a tree.
I'm gonna slow down. I'm sorry, guys. That was.
Holy. Did he not see us, or did we not see him? He just waved and said thanks.
Let's take a look.
That feels really stuck, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're. Oh yeah, we're in here.
You're not happy with my driving, are you?
I don't know. I felt like, even though Jeff was quite kind of rough, there was, he was kind of cool with it.
My job definitely is making phone calls, doing research, connecting people. So if I'm driving, I don't feel like I'll be able to do both jobs properly. I'm happy in the back seat with Danny.
Cool. We
Let's
need
do it
to
then.
get on the move. We got places to go, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
South Island bound, right?
We're going south. Let's do it.
Let's go.
The first leg of their journey is a 60-mile voyage across the Cook Strait.
All right, Tyler, what do you have planned for us?
Let's do it. Hey, I'll show you. I've got a map planned. I'm ready to go. Park called me literally like 3 weeks ago, and I thought he was insane. I thought there was no way we were going to be able to pull this off, but we're here.
Now we chose the non-windiest part of the boat. Tyler, you're so organised.
Thank you, I tried.
Mag mounts, how did you know?
I know. All right, there's a lot going on here. The majority of the gold mining in New Zealand is going on the west coast of the South Island. Some really impressive wet plants and a lot of fine gold. That's what New Zealand's known for, and that's what Parker wanted to see.
From Wellington, Parker and the team are heading to New Zealand's South Island, where they'll focus their search on the west coast and the Otago mining region that together have produced $34 billion in gold.
Through here is a place called Ross, which is where this was found. It's a replica of Honourable Roddy, which was the biggest nugget ever found in New Zealand.
Seriously?
Yeah. 100 ounces, 99.6 or something like that.
That's unreal.
No, it's definitely cool. We've got a lot of stuff to do. It's not going to be easy. Gold miners are very secretive and elusive, but ultimately, New Zealand's home to some of the, best gold miners in the world.
Come on, man, this is good. Jeff, what are you looking forward to, man?
Checking out some of the wash plants that I've never seen before.
There's some really impressive mining going on. There's a lot of gold coming out.
A lot of Kiwis left here and went to the Yukon. It's because the ground there was way better, and they took their technology, went to the Yukon, and made a pile of money. There's no degree for placer mining. The only way to learn this is to do it and to learn from the best.
We are in the land of plenty.
Yeah.
Adventure's always been a big part of these trips, and New Zealand's got a lot of infrastructure for that, and it's fun to bring people in and put them in this pressure cooker where you're living together and traveling together and being thrown into difficult situations and things that are outside your comfort zone, and seeing how people deal with those scenarios. And there's a whole bunch of awesome things to do in the country, and I want to do them all.
Oh, yes! Man, I've always wanted to do this.
Before visiting their first gold mine, Parker's putting his new crew to the ultimate team-building test. A 13,000-foot trust fall.
So I need the guys jumping to fill the forms.
I'll just sign
Is
it.
there an app on here to do a quick will too?
I don't have a will. Should probably leave everything to Dozer.
Doze man. So I'm secretly myself.
Coming up, Parker goes off the grid
I'm just waiting for the dinosaurs. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
to find gold.
They're all getting rich. Oh, man. Look at that.
Before beginning their 7-week mission, the team receive a traditional welcome to the South Island by the local Maori.
Parker.
Renee. So that was the hongi, that's how Māori greet. And when you greet noses, you become as one.
A rite of passage. Once received, the team are seen as more than just guests to the island.
I wasn't expecting this at all. It's very, very emotional.
It's really hard to explain. It's just like overwhelming.
There's not a lot of intact cultures that have kept these kind of traditions, and it's really, really cool to be here and to be invited in this way, in the traditional way. My balls feel like they're in the danger zone. You know what I mean?
Parker is testing the strength of his team with a 13,000-foot tandem skydive.
I definitely like warriors around me. I like people who are battle-hardened.
I'm ready. Let's just do it. You all right, Jeff? No, it's
First to take the plunge is the team's greenhorn.
One of my keys to success is definitely keeping people around me that'll keep me in check. And on this trip, Jeff's that person. He's going to keep me in check. There's too much pressure on having a plant that's operational this summer for Fairbanks.
This is gonna be funny.
She's really good at getting access to things. Just like talking her way onto properties. She has a way with people that I have sometimes, but not most of the time.
Oh, yeah. It's freaking awesome. Super excited to start getting to some of these mine sites, getting our feet on the ground, and really start tuning into what we want for a wash plant for Parker, because the mining season's coming pretty soon.
Time is definitely of the essence. Look, I want to squeeze in as much gold and wash plants and contacts as I can. I've got a couple of things up my sleeves. We're going to see some great wash plants.
That's so good, man. It's been a pleasure.
That's so crazy. It's really cool. Beautiful. I bet this doesn't get old.
Now, like, we're all good buddies, we can really sort of just knuckle down and concentrate on the job at hand. I feel like we could be on one of the hottest trips yet.
I always find comfort in knowing if hits the fan, I'm around people that would have my back. And it might hit the fan. So that's always good. It's always good to have that feeling and that level of trust.
How'd you go?
It was freaking awesome.
Perfect. Oh, what just happened? Oh, man. I screamed me for like 1/3 of it. Dude, it's like pure ecstasy and wanting to puke at the same time. Oh, my.
We need to get lean and we need to get mean. But in terms of the team here, the four of us, yeah, I think it's a very good recipe for success.
This season, on Parker's Trail.
I've set $1 million aside to do this. I can't think of a better place to buy a big badass wash plant. They're mining super efficient. They're all getting rich. Oh man, look at that. We have to find the people that have pioneered the technology and developed these ideas. We have to go and learn from the best.
Cheating a wee bit, I would thought.
Are you the only one in this area with this exact wash plant?
It's the only one in the world.
Sick.
Everyone likes to keep their cards close to them. He just laughed in my face.
Is locked.
I don't know if that's a good idea, guys.
Hey, you're not meant to be in here.
It's gonna be tough.
You still haven't actually chosen if you want a shaker deck or a trommel.
Don't tell me what the to do. I'm sure it won't be all business. You know, you've always got to have a little bit of fun mixed in. Come with me.
This is epic.
That is so blue.
Oh my.
I'm just waiting for the dinosaurs. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park now.